Hey, Chakra King. Hey, Crafts and House. Hey, Communette. Hey, Shiraz. Natasha. How y'all doing? Hey, Robbie. Yes, child, a late night live. I was reminded, hey, Cobra. I was reminded a couple of weeks ago that I used to come live in the evening times and just, act real crazy. And I was like, well, shoot, I ain't been doing nothing all day. Happy Wednesday, Cobra. Let me get on here and do this live real fast, right? Because I'm not going to be able to do it tomorrow. I was going to do it tomorrow, but I'm not going to be able to do it tomorrow. So I was like, before I forget, I promised my people that I would look into it the other day when I was doing a live. What were we talking about the other day? Uh, Shoot, whatever I was talking about the other day, I said that I would look into this situation with this lesbian cut. Hey Shay Breezy, because I had never heard about it, right? But evidently this has been going around for a long time. And I was telling my people like I didn't know anything about it. I don't have a TikTok app account or whatever. I don't go over there. I figured it was just for young people. You know what I mean? And I really knew nothing about it. And when they were talking about this daddy's girl cult, right? Hadn't heard anything about it. So I was like, well, let me, go, Google search, YouTube search, and try to find out a couple of things. And I'll come back and I'll, get some commentary about it, right? So I was like, well, let me go and do it tonight, child. I don't have nothing else to do. I'm not sleepy yet, and I ain't gonna be able to do it tomorrow. So I was like, well, let me do it tonight, child. Let me do it tonight. And there's not anything else going on in the sector that I really want to talk about anyway. You know what I mean? Hey Anthony, how you doing? So yeah, I saw a couple of videos today and I it's just nothing to me, nothing that I want to talk about. So I was like, well, okay, honey, I'll hit the like button, all right. So anyway, since we got a couple of folks in here, this is not necessarily beef sector content, I guess, but y'all know shoot, y'all know how it be with me when I get bored, child. It just is what it is. And from what I've seen, it's kind of dry on these YouTube streets, and that's just me. You know what I mean? And so anyway, I was doing a live yesterday, I believe, or the day before yesterday, child. And so they was telling me about this daddy's girl cult. And so when at first when they were saying it was a daddy's girl cult going around on TikTok, I thought it was, hey Kim, Lemon Drop, hey everybody, right? Y'all please hit the like button. I figured it was some man recruiting young girls, right? But child, come to find out, it's a whole lesbian cult, uh, a whole lesbian situation going on, right? I was like, what? So, child, I start looking at the videos, and one video, one video, led me to another. Right, Natasha, she pimping women. One video led me to another video, and then I seen a interview that one of the earlier cult members had done explaining what had happened to her. And I was like, oh my God, are they really falling for this crap? And I was kind of shocked because now we know that over here on YouTube, we got a lot of men, pimping out women when it comes to their insecurities, like that Kevin Samuels and all of this and all that, a whole lot of them, right? And then we got those conscious hustlers, those charlatans, like Cynthia G, pimping out lies to other women, younger women, and it's all for profit, under the name of B1, and you got all this and all that, right? But child, who knew on TikTok they was over there acting a fool too? Child, let me tell you something. This internet, this algorithm or um, this metaverse, the FBI's child ain't no telling, but this metaverse, what is his name, Mark Zuckerberg, keep talking about. Have y'all heard of Mark Zuckerberg talking about he want to change the name from Facebook to metaverse, and the reason why he want to change it from Facebook to metaverse is because he's wanting to incorporate a whole virtual reality world, right? You put on your goggles, and of course you could be, via your avatar, you can be anything you want to be, travel through many different worlds, and right, the Matrix, right, and all this and all that, right. And really, they're trying to get a handle on Mark Zuckerberg, in case y'all ain't been paying attention, right? But he's wanting to change Facebook from Facebook to metaverse, right, and in virtual reality, right. And so I can understand why he's wanting to do that, because when it comes to the internet, I know this is kind of off topic. We ain't got started yet, Cobra. But when it comes to the internet, I don't know. And I understand it started out as a social experiment, but the gullibility and the vulnerability when it comes to a lot of people on the internet is amazing to me. It's like nobody don't have common sense anymore. Everybody's a bunch of sheeple. It's a lot of groupthink. If it's a popular thing to do or something popular to say, that's what they're gonna do. That's what they're gonna say. They stand behind people that they know don't mean them no good. Like it's a lot of reckless stuff going on, right? And people can really get hurt behind this type of nonsense, right? And it's just unfortunate to me. So anyway, and this is one of the things that are unfortunate to me, especially when it comes to black women, right? Now we know that all over the internet, the best thing, the best way, one of the best ways, especially on YouTube, that you can get a platform is to go against the black woman and denigrate the black woman, right? And so this is just another version of it to me. But what makes it so alarming to me, it is one black woman taking advantage of other black women, right? So what we're talking about today is this lesbian cult called Daddy's Girls, right? And like I said, when they started talking about it, I thought they were talking about a dude on TikTok doing all this. But come to find out, the head of this cult is a woman named Angela Von Dusen or something like that, aka Angela Natural Goddess, right? So, um, now if anybody's on here that know more about this than me, feel free to chime in. But I took a couple of notes. I'm not trying to go down this rabbit hole very far because the whole thing is just weird to me, and I'm just not with it, right? So if this woman on here and she's lesbian and on the TikTok, right? She's supposed to be, I guess, a stud, right? And she got these blue contacts. Let me show y'all her face. She got these blue contacts in, and she goes after BBW, clearly older, insecure BBW women, right? And the funny thing is, she used to be a BBW woman herself. This is the Angela person, right? This is the leader of the cult, right? And um, so she, from what I understand, Angela the Genius, and she's pretending to be a star. Right, Angela the Genius. I heard her called Angela the Goddess, whatever, right? Amy, so is that right, Lady Tia? And so anyway, that's her right there. She got these blue contacts in, and I guess she play music. From what I understand, she play music, and she appeals to BBW women, right? Women that are overweight and clearly have low self-esteem issues. And I feel like the reason why she knows the buttons to push, because she was once a BBW woman herself, and she lost a whole lot of weight. Let me show y'all this picture. This is her before. On the right, if you can see her on the right, that is her, and that is her after she lost the weight on the left. You know what I mean? And so clearly she knows how to she knows what buttons to push, she knows what to say, she knows how to play these BBW women, right? And like I said, uh 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 she's a stud over here on TikTok, but they say on Facebook she's very femme, right? And so it's all very confusing. So anyway, so on TikTok, like I said, let me go back. So on TikTok, she's supposed to be this stud, and she's supposed to be masculine. A stud means you're a masculine masculine gay black woman, right? And clearly she embraces toxic masculinity. Now, one of the questions that I have, and I wish somebody could answer this for me, as I'm listening to this stuff, and uh, as I'm listening to this foolery, you know, I don't understand. Uh, I don't understand if you're a stud, right? In general, not just this woman right here, because I've seen it a couple of times. I've seen it here in the beef sector, right? If you consider yourself a stud or a masculine, lesbian black woman, why do you have to? Some of them, from what I understand not all, but from what I understand, why do some studs have to embrace toxic masculinity? You see what I'm saying? Very abusive behavior when it comes to women. Why do you feel like you need to embrace that? Because clearly when this chick is on TikTok, doing what she's doing to these women, and she's supposed to be a stud over here, she's embracing toxic masculinity, right? And so, and like I said, it's like and one of the traits of a toxic man is, especially if he's an abuser, he goes after the woman with low self-esteem, the woman that he knows he can abuse, the woman that he knows he can use, he can treat any kind of way. And that's what it seemed like this Angela is doing, right? And so, like I said, she's supposed to be the lead, this Angela the goddess, or Angela the genius, or whatever she's supposed to be. So she's supposed to be the leader of the cult, right? And so, evidently, she started being exposed, from what I understand. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but from what I understand, she started being exposed in June by somebody that was not necessarily in a cult at the time, by this girl named Shay Jenkins. This girl named Shay Jenkins, from what I understand, she has 2 children. And then the women, the cult is pretty much online, right? And none of these, not a lot, hardly any of these women have met her outside of TikTok, right? But this Shay person, she flew this Shay person out. Now the Shay person said, when she first got involved with Angela, the stud, the cult leader, that it was kind of like a sisterhood sort of situation. It really wasn't. Hey, D Clock for Life, how you doing? It wasn't. Yeah, I made the video, Trey. I told you I would, right? It really wasn't like a cult sort of situation yet. So she said they had been talking. They started talking online, and I think she said in January, and by April, May, they was done, right? And by June, she had done this interview, on this, I think it's called a Black Podcast or something, and she was pretty much exposing the Angela person. She said the Angela person flew her out. I forgot what she flew her out to, but she flew her out. And she was in her home. She said her emotions was all up and down, and she said one day, she got mad at another one of her girls or whatever, and she beat her up and all of this and all that. The whole situation became very abusive, right? And it was just crazy, right? And so anyway, when the Shay person got involved with her, she said it wasn't necessarily a cult. And I guess, you know, she started via all these BBW women, I guess clicking on her TikTok and, seeing how much they, are attracted to her, or whatever, and all this and all that. It sounds like she developed a God complex. Now it sounds like the girl is she got some kind of mental issue going on, right? And now sometimes sometimes when it comes to situations like this, you can be dealing with some type of mental illness, right? And this chick clearly ain't got it all. She have these women, she treat them real bad. But the God complex for me is that they say that the Angela person, the cult leader, she has them worshiping her, right? She has them worshiping her. She has them praying to her. She got them sending her money. And if they get out of line or get out of step, they have to cut themselves, in order to ask for forgiveness. You see what I'm saying? And by cut themselves, I know I'm sure you guys have all heard of cutters, right? Cutters is a mental disorder. It's like when you feel out of your control. Some people cut. A lot of young people do this cutting thing, right? They feel like they having some kind of emotional mental issue going on. They feel out of control. They feel like they ain't got no control over their life, you know. But for grown women, to be embracing this sort of thing is madness to me. I really can't feel sorry for these women because they are adults, and like I said, some of them are mothers. This Shay person is a mother of two. Do you see what I'm saying? And it's just crazy, you know. And but I it's just unfortunate. So like I said, but it was really scary for me when I start hearing the part that if they get out of line, they have to cut themselves, and they have to cut themselves deep enough so they will bleed. And so if I'm thinking, if she got them cutting themselves deep enough to where they can bleed, and the lines have to be a certain type of way, that's telling me that she once did this herself, and she's probably still doing it, right? And so, you know, and even though, and maybe and it sounds like she still is dealing with some kind of issue, because just because she, you know, lost weight on the outside, it sounds like she's still a fat, unhappy girl on the inside. Do you see what I'm saying? That's what it sounds like. And whatever was done for her, to her, or whatever she did to herself, she's inflicting this onto these women, right? And these are older BBW women, like they all the way grown, right? And they're allowing themselves to be recruited not only by Angela, but also some of the other girls in the group. And I'm thinking, oh my God. And like I said, most of them have never even met her, right? And so another way they have to worship her is they have to send her money. So of course we know the money thing was gonna come along when it involved with a cult, especially an online cult. So, but the girl in the interview that I heard, the Shay person, let me see if I got Shay's picture. Hold on. This is Shay right here. That's the Shay girl. That's the one that started speaking out about her. Now, since Shay, you know, left, she started speaking out about her. Some of the other girls have left too. You see what I'm saying? But this is the Shay girl. Now, these are not bad looking women, in my opinion. I don't know what they're going through in their life. A lot of people, we see that on over here. A lot of people, some people just want to feel like they're a part of something. But to feel like you want to be a part of something and you have to take it to this level right here, is beyond me. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm like, oh my God. Especially this Shay person, she's got two children, right? So let me tell you about the and as far as the God complex goes, we know that, you know, the one of the main tools, when you're a cult leader or you are some type of abuser, what you do is you'll break a person down, right, and build them back up in your image, right, if you will, or build them back up the way that you want them to be. And when they start to rebel, you break them down again, right? So you're breaking down their defenses. You're breaking down their walls. You're pretty much brainwashing them in a way, if you will. Now I still, just like Nature Boy, I don't understand. Now that I will say about Nature Boy is, at least Nature Boy have the people like actually there in front of him. This chick is doing it via the internet, to the point to where this Shay girl right here, she said when she first, like I said, it was, hey Cloud, it wasn't really a cult type situation when she first met the girl. She just met the girl. She liked the girl. She thought the girl liked her. You know what I mean? And she thought, when she went to talking all crazy and telling her and telling Shay to call her daddy and all this and all that, she saw that as some kind of BDSM situation, right? Call her daddy and do everything she say, and the Angela girl got rules for him and all of this and all of that. You gotta call her daddy, and you gotta follow her, like you gotta be in the house at a certain time. She wants you to get up in the morning. She says she wants you to get up in the morning, take your shower, eat your breakfast. You can't go out the house until after 12. But before you go out the house, you gotta make the, I guess, TikTok videos. You know, bigging up the cult or whatever. You know what I mean? Right, Paul. I agree. bigging up the cult and all of this and all that. You got right trying to be a R. Kelly or something, right? The whole thing is just, but she doing it online, child, and she doing it to another woman, doing it to other women, right? And so, anyway, so yeah, so she's got all these rules. Like I said, you got to break them down and build them back up in your image, right? That's a type of a God complex. That's a type of mental illness. The thing is really weird. We even see that be done over here in the B sector to some degree, right? You know what I mean? Telling people she don't want another stud, if you will, in her chat. If she found out you talking to another quote unquote stud, you're gonna have to pay, you're gonna have to beg her forgiveness and all of this and all that. And it's crazy, right? And so anyway, like I said, one of the other and she has the girls. If you want to show her devotion, if you really want to, be hers and show her total devotion, like I said, you pray to her. Another thing that she have them doing, or they doing it on their own, is they get her name tattooed on her, the Angela name tattooed on their body. These grown women now getting this girl's name tattooed on their body, right? And like I said, they call her daddy, all this and all that. But the money breakdown thing was very interesting to me. And I was like, this ain't nothing but a whole big old scam. When I heard this, like I said, I heard the first interview anyway, that this Shay chick right here did, right? So the money breakdown thing, the scam of the scam and the money part, right? Because there's a couple of things going on here, but the money scam is one of them, right? It's something that we can all understand. So Shay said, um, come get this commentary. She has interviews former followers she's been covering for. Girl, I'm just giving a brief overview. I am not going down this rabbit hole. Free thinker, I don't mean no harm, but this is deplorable to me. I ain't with it. But my people asked me to do some commentary. This is as far as I go. This is yeah. Uh-huh. Anyway, I am not invested in this right here. All right, because this don't make no sense. But anyway, so during the interview that I saw, uh what is her name? Shay said that Angela was sent down when it comes to her getting cash apps from people, right? She said that Angela would send her some money, right? Angela would send Shay, which is on the screen, some money, right? And then Shay would anonymously cash app the money back, making it seem like she was getting super chats, from random people, right? And random people was cash apping her, all in order to get other people online to send her more money, right? And so that was that. And another girl said that she had sent the Angela chick upwards of $4,000 in 1 month. Now, mind you, these are not young girls. These are grown ass women with jobs and children and everything. And so you tell me, you're a grown woman with kids, and you got $4,000 to spend on another woman that you ain't even never met in real life. And then the Shay chick go on to say that not only did she get beat up when she was down there, she said, she had to build up, right? She talking to her, on the phone or text messages or what, and they got this whole online thing going on, right? So she said, she had high expectations when she got down there and it was in front of the girl, right? And so the girl, the podcast lady, asked her, well, how was the sex? And she's like, you want me to tell you the truth or a lie? And then the podcast girl said, I want you to tell me the truth. And she said, well, the sex was mediocre and all of this and all that, right? So, of course she had, when you've just been talking to somebody forever on the phone, when you got all these great expectations, and quite naturally, you're going to get let down, right? Y'all hit the like button, okay? Of course you're going to, get let down. So she said it was mediocre and all of this and all of that. Girl, there's a whole lot going on, right? And so, I cannot, right? But like I said, I just really, I feel grossed out by this situation. I really don't feel sorry for none of the parties involved, because they are all adults. You know what I mean? And y'all let this former fat girl that's clearly got issues, okay, run y'all to the ground. So this Shay person right here. So like I said, she started talking to. Now this is one of the text messages. I can't hardly read it here, but so when the Shay girl got back, she was wanting to break it off with the Angela person, right? So she started texting Angela, but I guess she was going back and forth in her mind, because she done been manipulated, the cult thing, the fix is in, right? So she sent her a text message talking about something, she gonna cut herself on the face, and then the Angela girl, not current at all, talking about, oh, you want to cut and all this and all, kind of egging her on to cut her face, right? Because I think the Shay girl thought that it was the ultimate form of devotion if she was to actually cut herself on the face, right? And then the girl on the podcast, and she was like, well, I seen these these what do you call it, text messages, you saying you was gonna cut your face or whatever. And then the other girl was like, yeah, I was saying that, but I really wasn't gonna cut myself. And she kept saying it was under the guise of role play and all of this and all of that, and it was so much more than role play in my opinion. It's just real toxic. So she didn't cut herself on the face. She said she got a 2-year-old little girl, and when the little girl, come into the bathroom with her, she asked her what those cuts are on her body, a whole lot of stuff, right? A whole lot was going on with that chick. It didn't make no sense, right? And so, yeah, I said that, Lady Till. They got the names tatted on them. Oh, you must have missed that part. So anyway, cutting is scientifically proven to release endorphins. She isn't dumb. Well, also, like I said, it's part of her God complex. And whereas they might not have a problem with, they might not never have had that issue with cutting like Angela did, but because Angela does it, probably still does it, especially when she was fat, she did it. You know what I mean? She wants to see them doing it, right? And they're actually doing it, right? And she want them to cut deep enough to where they'll bleed and all this and all that. And like I said, this just suggests to me that she's done it to herself, right? And so it's just so much more than a fetish. You talking about physically harming yourself, something like cutting and all of this and all of that. You know what I mean? It's just really weird, right? Did I get a something about cutting on here? I think I did. Yeah, here you go. And it says it's just one thing that a person tries to do when they're cutting, when they're having an issue with cutting, is they have difficulty managing emotions. It says the person has a hard time regulating, expressing, or understanding emotions. The mix of emotions that triggers self-injury is complex. For instance, there may be feelings of worthlessness, loneliness, panic, anger, guilt, rejection, self-hatred, or confused sexuality, right? And so I see all of that going on with this situation, right? So that's why I got that, and I want to show that to y'all because that cutting thing that she wants them to do, and also the Shay girl mentioned that the girls start bullying her and all of this and all that, and they was telling her to cut herself 700 times, and the lines better be straight, and all of this here and all of that there, and they better be bleeding. Could you imagine? Yes, that's right, Cloud. A lot of times cutting is cry for help. Could you imagine actually being so hypnotized or controlled by another person that you will actually contemplate cutting your face or cutting yourself? Well said. I'm glad you said that. Now, when it started out, it was just a couple of women, right? Hey, Miss Philadelphia. Now, I seen on one of the videos where they said it's about at least 60 or more of these BBW women following behind her. So even though she's been exposed by several of these women, the sort of the day ones, if you will, you got more and more people jumping on the bandwagon, right? So like Nature Boy, it ain't nothing. Nature Boy is always gonna be able to do what he do, no matter how much they expose him. Like in the B sector, it don't matter if you are a supporter, you're gonna support him through anything, right? It don't even matter, right? And so evidently, that's how these women are feeling. A lot of people want to feel like they're a part of something. So they're gonna support her. They're gonna support her no matter what. A lot of them, I guess, they in failed relationships, especially the ones that's got baby daddies and all of this and all of that, and it's just amazing to me, and I can't understand how do you go now. Excuse me for my ignorance, okay? But I'm old school, right? How do you go from having a relationship with a man at least long enough to where you can have a kid or two by him, go from that to this? How does that work? You know, I'm confused. I don't understand that. I don't get it, and I don't even understand about the females, the one that call themselves studs. How you gonna take on toxic masculinity when you 9 times out of 10 you know how it feel to be treated like shit by a man? I don't understand that. Yeah, now it sounds like she involved with blood play fetish, but it's so much more than a fetish because what she's trying to do is inflict pain on other people because she's hurting. She's doing the very same thing to hurt herself, but she want to see some people want to see you hurt just like they hurting. Do you see what I'm saying? And so if she can get these women under her control and make them hurt themselves and do all this and all that, you know what I mean? Um, that makes her feel good. That gives her a sense of power. Like I said, that feeds into her God complex, her narcissism, and whatever else. She's still a fat girl. She's still a fat girl that's hurting on the inside. That's what she is. Even though she done lost all this weight, she got on these ugly ass. I didn't even know people still wore color contacts. Like who does that? But anyway, child, and on TikTok, she's supposed to be a stud, but and something else that I found interesting that they say she got a whole business, right? She got a whole business to where she makes these natural oils that are supposed to be able to heal scars, in black people, right? So she got a whole business on Facebook. She promotes her business on Facebook, but not on TikTok. And also on Facebook, she looks really feminine, right? So let me show y'all her looking really feminine on Facebook. Hold on, let me find it. And she's portraying a whole different thing. Now this is her on Facebook, right? She looks really feminine. Don't look like the thing with the blue contacts and the short curly weave or whatever. Just really feminine, right? Is that the only picture I got? Yeah, I think that's the only one I got of her, right? But anyway, she keeps her business and her Facebook. She keeps them separate, right? And so this is her on Facebook. She still got the blue contacts in, but she don't look like a stud at all. She look real feminine. And I saw some of the video, one of the Facebook videos. I mean, she sound like a normal person. Just trying to sell her oil, right? And I also find it interesting how the oil that she makes for black and brown people supposed to be able to like hide scars or make scars fade away. And I'm like, wow. So did you start making this oil so that your own scars could fade away from because you done cut yourself for so long, and now this is your business? You're selling this oil to other people, right? And so your eyes are vacant to me, like she just don't even care. She's zoned out. Clearly, she don't care. Else she wouldn't be having these women do all this stuff, right? Lied to them, ain't even never really met them. Now you got to be a good charlatan to convince these women to do all this and all that to themselves, give you all their money, all this and all that, and you ain't never actually met them in person. This is a totally online, right? You got to be a good talker or either they real stupid. I don't even know exactly how to wrap my mind around something like that, but they grown women. And like I said, I can't totally feel sorry for them. I refuse because they grown. Okay? And so I don't even get it. And then as far as the women go, how the hell you gonna make yourself, feel like you so lonely or feel that your self-esteem level is so low that you would resort to something like this, especially if you are a mother. Do you see what I'm saying? And it's got to be alpha confusing to your children. Do you see what I'm saying? And so I just I just really don't understand that. But that whole toxic masculinity when it comes to stud masculine acting black women is beyond me. Now this right here in this picture right here, she don't look like no stud to me. You know what I mean? And so which leads me to think she putting on a whole act. Is it out for the coin? Is it out for the ego? You know, is it out for the God complex? Like what's really going on, right? So this chick right here, she was another follower. That's her the tattoo of the girl's name and stuff up on her shoulder. But she done left the group now too. I heard she left and all of this and all that. And now she's speaking out against her, and all this and all that. Right. But something else that I found interesting, something else that makes me think that it's all a scam. It's like she's putting on a show, right? And what led me to think that she putting on the show, come to find out, Miss Angela, which is very film looking, has a masculine stud. She's in a relationship with a masculine stud, right? And that masculine stud's name is Abby, right? So let me show y'all Abby, child. Let me show y'all Abby. So this is Abby. And Abby also wants to be called daddy. I guess Abby is Big Daddy. Okay. And she said you are the best, sir. And I guess this is from her Facebook page or something. She's telling her, God bless you, Big Daddy. This is Angela talking to her. You are the best, sir. Our superhero, Big Daddy respect, right? So this is Abby. This is Angela's stud mate or whatever, right? And so, did I show y'all Angela before? Now, this is Angela. Like I said, this is Angela, the cult leader, the alleged cult leader. Cause now we're talking about Abby, right? This is how Angela looked. I don't know if I showed y'all before she lost the weight, right? And she was with Abby, this side too. This side as well. But like I said, she done lost the weight and all this and all that, and that's her before and after. She don't look like that no more. We know what she looked like now on the TikTok or whatever with the blue contacts. I guess when she put the short wig on, and put the slits in her eyebrows, that's her stud look right there. But I guess when she with Abby, she's got the film look, right? And so Abby is Angela's Big Daddy, right? And so I got to thinking, what if this is all just a scam just to get money? Did Abby and her come up with this together? Like, and is this all like a promotion for her oil? Like, who really is what is really going on? Because Abby clearly is the stud in the relationship. Look at her. Abby clearly is a stud in the relationship, right? Clearly, we can all see that. That's Big Daddy right there. So you taking, and who knows what Abby has her doing or what she does to herself. You know what I mean? But when I seen the thing about the Abby part, I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. How you gonna be Big Daddy when you got a Big Daddy? Child. I'm glad you said that. One says this stuff is very common nowadays in our black communities. Our women are acting like men, and our men are that's true. That's true, and like I said, this internet thing, I don't know if I said it earlier, but I think they finally got on a hold of something that is that has absolutely put a rift in the black community that will take generations to sew up. And the reason why I say that, and I feel that way, one reason why I feel that way is because of what we're seeing, as a result of all of this stuff going on the internet. Not only that, Dr. Frances Cress Welsing talked about all of this stuff back in the 70s and the 80s, right? She talked about women turning into men and men turning into women. She foretold all of this stuff in the ISIS papers, in her speeches, in her class sessions, in colleges and stuff, right? And she talked about this before, and we're seeing it right today, right to this day. We're seeing what she talked about all those years ago. People thought she was crazy, but she wasn't crazy because we're seeing it play out right now. But anyway, this is Abby. This is Big Daddy. This is Angela's Big Daddy. So my thing is it all just a scam for money? Like what is really going on here? You know what I mean? So if you Angela, you really ain't no stud. You really a film to Abby's Big Daddy. Like, are y'all in this together? Or are they still together? I got a feeling they probably still together. It's a lot going on. And is Abby the one working in the background? Is Abby the one running things? That's what I'm wondering, you know. But to come out here and act like this is beyond me. Okay, this is all of that toxic masculine energy that they are exuding. It's real unfortunate, right? It don't even make no sense to me. That's why I said I wasn't going too far down this rabbit hole. Now you got some people also that's over there on TikTok exposing and calling them out on the nonsense, right? Now this guy right here, I think his name is King or something like that. He's been doing videos speaking out about him. And he said they've been threatening his family. They've been threatening to groom his daughter and turned his daughter into one of them and all of this and all that. And he over there going off. And then you got a girl over there calling the police, making police reports on him, and then you got this lady right here. She trying to make a report on Angela and the cult members and all of this and all that, and say they've been threatening her. You know how evidently, it always come down to somebody calling the popo, right? And so this is I can't even hardly read it, but this is something that they pulled up on Ebby, something that Ebby Pose has said, and I just want to show y'all that. I can't read it though, because it's too small on this phone. But if y'all can read it, all right. I just want to show that to y'all. Child, there's a lot going on. But like I said, I'm thinking it's a whole scam now. I don't think Angela is who she says she is in the first place. But as long as these women keep allowing her to run game, and they know what's going on after she's been exposed, and that's on them. You know, it's opportunistic doing the gender war. Absolutely, Robbie, with that. You know what I mean? I can agree with that. And they are very aggressive. You saw it live in real time, extremely threatening. Yeah, they say like when one of the women try to get out of the cult or whatever, they'll threaten them with bodily harm. I think one of the girls that got out said one of the cult members said they was gonna cut their daughter head off and all of this here and all of that. It's crazy. It's really weird. And so, but yeah, I'm like, wow, okay. But I hadn't heard anything about this. Every commercial with a every commercial with a black either gonna have him with a white woman or either a man. For our black women, they have them with a white man. Yeah, that's true. We are living in crazy times. That's true. And I think I don't even see our community as a whole, especially as it pertains to young people recovering from all of this nonsense that has gone on the internet. The way that this metaverse is fooling with their brains. They're too invested, way too invested. Do you see what I'm saying? And it's unfortunate. And it's not only the young folks. We see older people. We see that right over here in the beef sector. You know what I mean? Some of these women are too old for this. Fool la la and my Jay Wilson voice. I know these women that are now be careful with that, too old for this thing, cause they've been going crazy over here about some terminology like that. But as far as these women following behind this chick with all this nonsense, yeah, they too old. They're absolutely too old for this. They ain't no little young impressionable girls. And like I said, Angela evidently knows how to pick them, and she's picking them when they all the way grown on purpose, cause she don't want to get in trouble with the law. That's what she doing. Because like I said, the reason why I ain't never paid attention to TikTok, because I thought it was just for young kids. It was young for young folks, teenagers and stuff. I ain't have no idea all this was going on over there. So of course I didn't know I didn't know none of this was going on. And as far as these women, you call yourself lonely and all of this and all of that, you would resort to something like this. You know, ugh, just ugh. But like I said, I'm old school, and so yeah. Yeah, free thinker. I thought it was for teenagers. You know what I mean? I had no idea of that adults were over there acting like this. I mean, they could have brought this stuff to YouTube. Why y'all over there with them kids? Them impressionable kids talking about cutting yourself and all of this and all this here and all of that their old madness. And it's really very disgusting in my opinion. And I don't even mean no harm. But I really would like one day, and maybe I can come up on this conversation. I would like to interview a stud, a masculine acting, lesbian, and ask them why do some studs deal with, you could tell me you was going live, I'm bored. Why they choose to be indulge in toxic masculinity. I would really like to ask that question. I don't understand that, but like I said, I've seen that here in the beef sector, and so yeah, it don't make no sense to me. It's like the roles are reversed when it comes to some people these days, and people wanting to just be a part of something. It's just weird. It's weird to me. She's trying to get kids 16 years old. She said that's illegal. Is that right? Is that what she's doing now? Oh wow, she gonna go to jail fooling with kids, people's children. They ain't gonna take too kindly to that. But I guess time will tell. But yeah, y'all. I just like I said, I wanted to. These are just some of the things that I heard. That Abby, Angela's big daddy. That's very interesting to me. And like I said, that made me think it's a whole scam. You know what I mean? It's a whole scheme, if you will. Um, and so maybe the same way that Abby plays on Angela's insecurity, Angela's doing that to these cult members. That's what it sounded like to me. You know what I mean? And that whole money part of the thing, Angela gonna cash out one of the members, and the members anonymously cash out her back to get other women sending more money and all of this and all of that. We know that's just a whole scam. And then other women, they don't even have to worry about doing some of the faithful followers like that. Because like I said, one of those girls that left said she done gave her upwards of $4,000 in 1 month. Okay. And I heard that they be giving them $400 and $500 a pop, giving it to that girl and all of this and all that. And what do they think she doing with it? And I find it also interesting that she keep what's going on TikTok. She keeps that separate was from what's going on Facebook and her business page as well. She keeps it separate. And also somebody said in one of the videos that the way that she meets some of these women is that they will buy her oil and do a review on the oil, and if she like the way they look, you know what I mean, she'll try to holler at them or something because they gave her a good review. And I was like, what? You can't even buy the oil without being hit on? Child, it don't make no sense. That's right, Cloud. Satan is working overtime. And she looked real demonic and real silly with them damn blue contacts in her eyes. Oh, and then I show y'all that picture. So part of the role play part is so Angela's got an alter ego. And what is the alter ego is name? Oh, I don't think I took the picture of the alter ego. Hold on a minute. Yeah, this is supposed to be Devin, the alter ego, right? And she's saying, want to see this face tomorrow? This is Devin. Please try me. And I guess whoever she's talking to says, oh my God, no, I don't want to meet Devin. And so Devin is the alter ego. So I guess if you rub her the wrong way, if you're gonna try her, you're gonna get Devin. You're gonna get the alternate ego, child. Okay, I said the outer ego. All right, Devin gonna come for you, girl. Gonna come for you. I said, oh Lord. But she look like a whole demon in that short wig. And then, but right, that's why I right. With that short wig on with them blue contacts, she look like a whole demon. Okay, I said, Lord, they don't want Devin coming for him, child. Oh Lord, watch out for Devin. I cannot. This don't make no sense. That's why I said no. I will not be going down this rabbit hole. This story does not appeal to me at all. She needs to name herself Legion. I know that's why I'm thinking this crap right here. This don't appeal to me. Okay, because I am a woman. This is just not doing it for me right here. This is ridiculous. Okay, Case me to say, Miss O. When you have time, I want you to look up this crime that just happened in my hometown. A young man. Hold on, let me go back down. A young man shot his child's mom and baby and then himself. I would have messaged you, but you don't do that. Sound like a murder suicide to me, right? Lord have mercy. Devin the dude. That's the name of her. Is that right, Claude? Child, see, I'm just curious as to how she turned out like that. Mental illness. Mental illness. See, um it's a reason why certain issues that people have today that have been normalized. They used to be in the DSM when it comes to different types of mental illnesses, and this right here, this is one of them. Okay, I don't even think she got body dysmorphic disorder. This chick right here, I think she running game. Okay, we need to have a serious convo about domestic situation with young people and teens. There's a rising well, there have always been domestic violence between teenagers. You know what I mean? And so yeah, yes there has been. Uh-huh. People doing way too much free think. It's ridiculous at this point in time. Did did you comment on Dovey, please? What's going on with Dovey? What's going on with Dovey? What's the comment on Robbie? But yeah, y'all, child, like I said, I would not be going down a rabbit hole. I understand that this is a very popular thing to talk about in certain circles, but I am not in that circle. But because I told my people I was gonna take a look at it because I had never heard of it. That's what I done. That's it, that's all. This all I got for this, cause yeah. Putting roots on Melly Mel. Oh, wait a minute. I heard something about I heard something about that. I heard that Dovey said she was just she was just playing. Dovey ain't put no root on no damn body. If Dovey was gonna put a root on somebody, she would tell him about it. How the hell Dovey gonna put a root on the girl? Do Dovey even? You gotta have some type of hair or some type of a piece of cloth from the person, something that the person owns, or something to put a root on somebody. Dovey was just playing with her. She ain't put no root on her. What, she put a root on her from a distance? Did she put a root on her from a distance? Dovey, you better stop playing with these fools. You know they gonna believe that shit. Dovey better work a root on him. Oh Lord. Oh my God, Kingsman, that was harsh. But Dovey ain't put no root on nobody. I heard she said she was playing. You know what I mean? She ain't got no clothing item, no hair, no nothing. She can't put no root on that girl. Child, please. But anyway, Dovey ain't crazy. She was just messing with her. That's all. I like Dovey. Woo! I think she's hilarious. I ain't even gonna lie. I think she's absolutely hilarious. She needs a child. Child. In the hard Houston story. Yeah. I haven't heard nothing else, Brand, about the Houston story, about the little boy that was killed and stuff. I haven't heard anything else about it. I'm assuming we won't hear really nothing else about it till they go to court. You know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking. But as far as Dovey though, she was just playing with that girl. She ain't put no root on her. It's funny though. Did the girl take it seriously? I was like, wait, not a root. Not the root, baby. The root cause of the situation. Ooh, child, y'all better leave me alone. Uh-uh. Ooh. Robbie said, oh, the girl was scared. Was she scared? Well, she all leave folk alone. Shit. Baby. No ma'am. Ooh, Dovey. Child. But yeah, that was funny though. Now I did hear about that, Robbie. Thanks for bringing that up. I got a good little kiki out of that. Keziah Williams. No, who is that called? Cobra. What happened with that? I haven't heard about that either. Have you seen Miss Corman, Jelani Day mom? Take the news report. Take the news reporters to where his body was found. No, I haven't. Did that happen recently, Lady Tia? One time, my auntie was friends with a root man. And he had a baby doll eye like Wiley. And my baby asked the man, why don't he fix his eye from shaking? Ooh, wait, what? Oh, Jesus. Child. You clicked on YT and laughed late in the night with Dovey. Oh, Dovey was on there. Was she on there talking about the root she was gonna put on the girl or what? Maybe she need to be scared of those shoe polish edges looking like Jermaine Jack. Ooh, who got shoe polish edges? Lord, y'all tripping. Lord. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Well, hell, that was one thing that was funny though going on around here. But well, hell, what else been going on that y'all find interesting? She's a pro-black influencer who was followed home by a stop. No, I did not hear about that. Oh my God. No, wait a minute. Yes, I did. Um, that's when they were talking about. I said something about that. You got these incels and stuff. They act like they're losing their mind. Yeah, she was followed by that stalker, and he almost got in the door, and he had zip ties and all of this and all that. Yeah, I did hear about that. Paris Milan was talking about that. I sure did. I heard about it. Yep. Mm-mm. Typing his name. She had Jesse Jackson with that spot was creepy. Oh, now that thing with Jesse Jackson, she had been done that. You know what I mean? That's not new. You know. Now Jesse Jackson, y'all know he fell and hit his head at Howard when he was here protesting the bad living conditions at Howard University. So I don't know if he out of the hospital or not, but he was. Well, DJ Envy better get security because Rico giving out stalker teas. Lord Jesus. They just said yes. I came from the tournament. I came from the tournament. And clicked on Miss Pizarro and laughed because the young lady was up there. Oh, it's another one. She had him out there twice. Oh wow, I didn't know that. Mm-mm. Yeah, Lord have mercy. I know he fell and hit his head a couple of days ago around there to Howard, and so she believed Dovey. Well, that's what she get for fucking with her. Leave folk alone. You don't have to worry about it. Shit. Ah, Lord have mercy. Dovey knows she gotta have an item from that girl. Folks will believe anything. I told y'all about this algorithm, this YouTube, this what do they call it? This what do we call it? What is Zuckerberg calling it? This metaverse. They believe anything. Anyone know what's going on with Kwani? You no, I don't, Robbie. Child, shall. If I get bored, I don't be paying attention. and then I'll be halfway paying attention. But I did try to peek in on a couple of lives today, but I mean it ain't really nothing to talk about to me. Like I don't mean no harm, but I wasn't impressed. I'm just saying. And then this time of year in particular, I was wondering why she got Jesse. He barely can talk straight. I know he had the COVID and he done went through a lot. Dovey done did the color purple. Till you do right by me. You a mess, Kings, Mina. Lady Tia said she be on her shit. Oh, child, it's a lot. It ain't really, like I said, it ain't really a lot going on in my opinion. To other people it might be, but folks would be grasping for straws. These streets is dry. That's why I be trying to talk. I look, I don't even care if my lives don't get 1,000 views. I refuse to talk about some shit and it ain't nothing to talk about. Okay? And this sector has been going downhill and downhill, whether people won't admit it or not, ever since VS was not able to come back on here. Okay, and then around about this time of year, we know it's getting close to the date of the incident, and so yeah, it just is what it is. Honestly, it just is what it is. If you notice, folks get real aggravated over the least littlest thing, which they really ain't aggravated by it. It's just that it just is nothing else to talk about. So it gets highlighted. Everybody want to make a video about nothing because it ain't nothing else to talk about, and people refuse to branch out and talk about other stuff. And so that's how you end up with nothing. And so yeah, she is what we call remedial. People were calling her an ageist, and she said I'm not an ageist. A few moments later, she asked what's the definition of an ageist. I swear you can't fix stupid. Wait, what? Okay. Oh, the so-called black sector is the real B sector. Right, Cloud? Right, Cloud? Cloud? All that foolery going on over there? Child. It's a couple of them in particular, honey, doxing they ass off over there. Have you seen them, Cloud? Child. The mouth. And they used to have the nerve to look down their nose on the beef sector when they over there acting worse than the beef sector. I said, no, they, I know good and damn well. All this ain't going on. Surely not. No, ma'am. I might as well stay over here where the hell I am. Okay, because the same thing they doing over there, that's the same thing we doing over here. But it's just, it says more people over there. Okay. Child, it don't make no sense. Don't make no sense to me anyway, but it is what it is. Lady T said, I don't watch nobody over there. Never caught my interest. Child, there's a couple of them scum buckets over there. Every once in a while, they'll say something real stupid. You know what I mean? It don't make no sense. But I refuse to come on here and talk about just the same old couple of people when it really ain't nothing going on at all. Just to have something to say. It's like, when are people going to realize that you can't get blood from a turnip? If it ain't nothing to talk about, it just ain't nothing to talk about. It gets. I heard people talking about, what was they talking about? The big thing today was Rita's live, the 21-hour live or something like that. That was the big thing today, right? Child took that and stretched it out and pulled it, slapped it up, flipped it, and rubbed it down till they couldn't no more. And so and Rita over there. And honestly, I don't even mean no harm, and I ain't never had nothing against Rita. But Rita, I'm just gonna leave it right there. Rita. It ain't no need to exploit certain situations because you make yourself act just like the person that you can't stand. I'm gonna put it that way. You're doing the same thing. So yeah. Hey, the hood table, how you doing? How is that uplifting our people? Who you talking about? Look how we're being blamed for the Democratic Party's failure. In, uh, uh, who you talking about, Claude? It's not uplifting our people. And yeah, now they trying to blame black folks for Biden's failures. Child. So they rather Trump be still in. They rather Trump still be in office. Okay, well that's all right. Cause soon as 4 years up, if something don't, if America don't happen, Trump is gonna give him a second term. Okay, huh? Child is dead meat. At this point, but what a shame at the same time. Child, but they ain't got to worry about it. He gonna. It seemed to me like you gonna give him a second term. Yes, a bit much. In my opinion, too late to chill. But I done seen it been done other places before. Bomb Cherry over there in the Viper Pit. She did a 21-hour live. Shit, Bomb Cherry done fell asleep, woke up. People done fell asleep, woke up. And all this and all that. The live was still going. And I think StreamYard will only allow you to do 21 hours or something like that. I think that's the limit for one live. And but yeah, I done seen it. I done seen it been done before. I done seen it been done a couple of times in the quote unquote black sector over there. You know what I mean? A couple of times. So yeah. But I kept jumping on and off that live when Bob Cherry did it. It was a few months ago. When she had did that 21-hour live. Uh-huh. And because she did it, I don't know what had happened. And it took for days. She was trying to upload that video for days, and it wouldn't even upload. I don't know what happened with that. Mm. But yeah. But I tell y'all what, uh, if y'all want y'all good Thanksgiving dinner, everything you want for Thanksgiving, you better start going through these stores and looking for it now. Okay? Because they say they even got a shortage on turkeys this year. And everything is double the price. So if you want to have you a good Thanksgiving, shoot, you better start looking for your stuff now. Don't wait till the last minute. It won't be nothing. It's crazy. Cloud said 21 hours. I have too much. I got too much to do in life, Cloud, too, right? I rather just say F it and leave YouTube if it Cloud. Wait, and then you can't. I used to think that. Now here's the thing with me, Cloud. Miss O, it's gonna be cold. It's gonna be a cold winter. Stock up, period. Let me tell you something, Lady Tia. I refused to cut my heat on in my house for as long as I could, because technically it's still fall. But honey, we didn't have a fall. We went right from fall to winter. So now I got the heat on. So now I'm sitting up in here comfy cozy. Okay, that's why I felt like doing nothing out there, because y'all know good and well me in cold weather, we absolutely don't get along, right? But child, I've been sitting up here relaxing, comfy cozy all day. I went from looking at TV downstairs on the couch. Now I'm up here in the room. I just comfy cozy all day, snuggled up, child, with the heat on, with my blankets, child. This is my time of year, child. Okay, I do not mind being in the house in the winter, cause these old bones be froze. So yeah, but we don't went straight from summer to winter. Forget fall. Maybe we'll fall back to fall. Maybe even fall back to summer. Child, I don't know what the problem is, but for right now, I'm good with it. Mm-hmm. As long as I got me some heat and some good food. Woo, child. I think I'm gonna do me some crock pot chili, some white chili for the weekend. Child, The hood table said I bought my holiday food last month. I know that's right, turkey, ham, everything. Down to my sage, right? Potion seekers, cool whip, patty. I know that's right, the hood table, right? Said Daddy Angela said she wants a 17-year-old girl. Now these chicks she got is washed up. Oh wow, that's disgusting. Shoo, Lady T said, well, I'm in Florida, so our cold is so much different from y'all, right? It really ain't cold at all, is it? She said, thank God. You feel your aches and pains in the cold. Yeah, I feel my aches and pains in the cold. I sure do. Well, it's cold down here. It's supposed to be down to 35 tonight. So yeah, yeah. I guess we do have a different type of cold. You know what I mean? And so especially when the cold weather settled down in this valley real good, child, child, you'll for sure feel it. Okay? I'm just gonna put it like that. But I be in the house, honey. I ain't trying to do all that. And so yeah. But what I thought somebody said Yusuf was in a conflict. Who in the world want to go after Yusuf? Who in the world? Child, Yusuf don't bother nobody. He be over there cooking his food in his own lane. But Yusuf would go plumb the F off. Okay, they better leave that boy alone. Shoot, I got the fan on. Weird about 63. Child, is that your version of cold weather, lady? Oh, child. You a mess. But yeah, I really haven't seen nothing else. I don't know that. You don't know that? I don't know it either. Somebody had mentioned it earlier. Mm, child. I wonder if Brandy's still on here. She probably not. She probably think we ain't talking about nothing. What do y'all think? Who seen that video that I did the other day? I know what I was talking about now. I was talking about some Will and Jada and that whole situation and the future wanting to get with Jada and all this and all that. That's what I was talking about the other day when they told me about the daddy girl situation, right? And so, but I seen this post going down. I think it was Gossip Girl XO. Cloud said it's 44 degrees here in New York City, not terrible. Yeah, that's okay for New York right now, ain't it, Cloud? 44. Ooh, that's a different kind of cold in New York too. No sir. All that water, nope. I can't, that's too cold. Nope. That's not gonna ever work for me. Living somewhere like New York City. That's nope. So anyway, I was talking about the Will and Jada situation. In future entanglement, all it, question mark and all this and all that, right? Hey, Shiva Pisces. So I seen a post from I think it was Gossip Girl SO when Will Smith was on her. He's talking about he once contemplated suicide as a young adult, and he said he also contemplated killing his dad. And we was talking about the other day, and he said he think he would have got away with it too if he would have killed his daddy, because he would have put on an Oscar-winning performance to get out of killing his daddy. And I was like, wow, that said a lot about him. You know what I mean? His childhood was terrible. It was horrible to him, to get to the point to where you want to kill your father and know that you can act so good that you feel like you can get out of it. I was like, wow, poor Will. I ended up feeling sorry for him. I said, Lord, you watched it. Jada needs some good loving. But she shouldn't embarrass her family. She need to leave Will alone. Okay, like just leave him alone, Jada. Don't do that. She keep. I don't know if she triggered him and he thinking about his past. You know what I mean? But she need to leave that boy alone, like for real, for real. You know what I mean? But did you see Will Smith said today? He would have hurt. Yeah, I just said that, Lady T. He would have hurt his dad if he could have got away. Yeah, Lady T. I think you lagging behind. But yeah, I just said that. Uh huh. Mm-mm. He was in love with his co-star while married to his ex-wife. Child. Well, I know his ex-wife and Jada's pretty cool with one another. And Will just really does not want the family life that he had as a child. And that's why him and Jada made that pact when they said a bad marriage for life. Like, even though, they have an open marriage, they're still gonna be married to each other, till the end. I don't think that's healthy, and I think that every time Jada does or says some stupid stuff, it triggers Will, and that's not healthy. And I would hope that he got some kind of therapy for that. But Maybe he hasn't, cause she's still dealing with it. Clearly, you know. Hmm. I know that's right, Claude. What's your take on Apple? Oh, yeah, I heard about that Apple situation. They said he was a big drug dealer and he was a snitch, and they done murdered him execution style or something like that. Ooh. And that's why Cloud said karma like Father Time is undefeated. Child. Her name is Stocker Channing. Oh, that's the one he was in love with, his co-star, that one? That white woman? Well, all right. Uh-uh. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, is that right, Lady Tia? Oh, wow. I just heard about it in passing. I had never heard of that person before. I really hadn't ever heard of him before, you know. And so, yeah. Mm-mm. I really hadn't. So, what's the tea about that? Do somebody want to hit the link and tell me about that situation with the Apple guy or whatever else? And ain't much going around here on these YouTube streets, but you know what I mean? Lady Tia said, "Oh, I read that. Yeah, I have never had really heard of that guy before. Yeah, I seen Paid in Full. Oh, was Paid in Full based on him? Oh, Sheba said the movie Paid in Full was about him. It's really? Oh, wow. He's a notorious drug dealer. And Murph? Murph's? Mm-mm. Oh, I got you, Cobra. Oh, wow. Yeah, I had never heard of it before. And I didn't know that movie Paid in Full. That was one of my favorite movies. Uh-huh. I still watch it from time to time. He turned on his best friend. Oh, wow. Yeah, I heard that he was a snitch. And they finally caught up with him. They said something about he was in a Halloween mask or something, and they still realized it was him, and that's how they said it was a hit out on him or something like that. But like I said, I didn't I really had never heard of him before. Corman caught up with him, and he was still doing dirt under witness protection. Wow, wow, that's crazy. Karma get you in the end. All you gotta do, honey, is sit back and watch. Just sit back and watch and pay attention. It ain't no need. That's why I be on here sometime. And the best response is no response. Because if you sit back long enough, everybody gonna get their karma. Just sit back and watch. That's all you gotta do. Just sit back and watch. That's what I do. I be seeing a whole bunch of stuff going on, and I be getting a good little kiki out of it. I be like, sure do. Mm-mm. That's right. Your enemy can be right next to you. Ain't that the truth, honey? Shit, you get that movie Sleeping with the Enemy. Shoot, you can be sleeping with your enemy. Okay, but How did he get short time? He confessed to 14 murders. Well, I guess cause he snitched. You know what I mean? That's why he was under witness protection. He's a first now y'all know good and well when it comes to the popo. If they got a bigger fish to fry, especially the feds, if they got a bigger fish that they want to fry, they'll even though you done did all this stuff, they'll give you witness protection to get the bigger fish, so you can snitch on them. Klaus said, yeah, he thought he was Sammy the Bull Gravano. The Harlem streets reminded him that he wasn't. I heard that, Cloud. Fifi said he snitched on my family under Rico. Really? Wow, no release. Wow. Now I gotta go back and watch Paid in Full again. Right? So which character was him in Paid in Full? Mm-mm. Child, that's crazy. But karma will get you, honey. Cameron, Was Cameron the guy that used to work for the I can't remember the names, but was he the one that had the sister and he used to work for the dry cleaner? Was that him? My bro son starts see. Oh, Alpo was played by Cameron. Oh, the one Cameron played. Okay. And he was called Flea. Oh, now that character that Cameron played, yeah, I can see that. I can see that, yeah. Cause he was real dirty. He was dirty in the movie. Oh wow. Is that who that was? Okay. Okay. Oh, that was a Z. Okay. So yeah, the one that the character that Cameron played, he the one was the real Alpo. Okay, gotcha. He stopped fulfilling his obligations with the feds. Really? No, that was okay. Wow, that makes sense. Yeah, I can see that. I sure can. I can see that. Cause he was dirty. The one that Cameron played in the movie. Yeah, he was straight up dirty. I can absolutely see that. Uh huh. Sure can. He shot his best friend. Child. It ain't no love for some folks. No loyalty at all. None. Zero. Zero loyalty. Have y'all been watching Queens on NBC with Brandy and what's her name? Brandy and oh, I can't think of her. Eve. I like that. I like it so far. I thought that was good. Well, I think it's good right now anyway. You know. So yeah. You like that show, Cobra? Yeah, I like it. I watched it. Was it last night? When you haven't watched it, you should watch it, Lady Till. You'll like it. Uh-huh. When the oh Lord, Eve's character, the husband that had cancer, she came home and she was talking to him and he was dead in the bed. I was like, but yeah, I'm liking that show so far. You ought to watch it. You can watch it on you can watch the replays on Hulu, Lady Tia. If you got Hulu. You like the music video too? Yeah, I like the songs that they put now and all of that. Uh-huh. It's a pretty cool show. I didn't think it was gonna be that good, but it's got a good storyline. I was like, oh, okay, okay. I'm feeling it. I like Queens. He died, I thought he was faking because he cheated. Yeah, yeah, he died. Yeah, he died for real. And next week I guess they're gonna show his funeral and stuff. Money needed money needed to free his BF bro from kidnapped boy. From kidnapped boy. You talking about in the movie? Was that Mackay Pfeiffer? The money was that his name? Like I said, y'all, I can't never keep up with the names, but I know Mackay Pfeiffer's character is the one that his uncle kidnapped his brother, right? Have you watched The Harder They Fall on that? No, is it good? The Harder They Fall. What is that about? No, but I haven't watched it. Dad, I thought he was faking. Yeah, no, he wasn't faking though. He really did die. I thought that was sad. I was like, oh, child. Okay, that's who money is. Okay, Fifi. I didn't. Oh, what's wrong with my phone? It's tripping. I didn't like it. You didn't. Oh, you didn't like Harder They Fall on Netflix. Yeah, I haven't watched it. Mm. I hadn't even heard of that one on Netflix. That meetup was to get son. Lady Chia says, "For my birthday." Oh, your birthday in 2 days. Happy early birthday, Lady Chia. Happy early birthday. I'll be on flight. Love you guys. See you when I get back. Well, all right. Have a good one. Have a good birthday, Lady Tia. That's all right. And then I brought back Fantasy Island. Yeah, I seen where they brought back Fantasy Island. Lord have mercy. I only watched because Regina King is in the movie. Oh, is she really? I had no idea. And Idris Elba? Oh wow. Yeah, no, I had no idea. It's called The Harder They Fall. What is it about? Klaus said Aziz Faison is the only one still. Oh, really? Is the only one still alive? He was played by Mekhi Phifer. Yeah, honey, I like that character. He's the one played by Mekhi Phifer, my baby daddy. Yeah, I used to think Mekhi Phifer was gonna be my baby daddy. Good child. I really did. Uh 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 uh. Child, I'm telling y'all, Mekhi was the man back in the day. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Man. So did his Cloud, did his uncle really kill the little boy in real life? Faison's little brother? Did he really kill him in real life, Cloud? Or was it just for the movie? Cause that was cold blooded. I'm like, Lord, he done killed his own blood. And a little boy at that. I was like, wow. Wow. Mm-mm. That's crazy. Mm-mm. Yeah, Lady Tia said she ready to take a flight, child. I hope your flight don't get delayed. I heard out they don't have enough staff and enough people to fly the planes and all this and all that, and people being flights being canceled and plans having to change, a whole lot of stuff. I was still in high school, and yes, that really happened. Wow. Oh Lord, that's so sad. Oh, it's a Western movie, about a young man who avenged murder of his father. Oh, really? Oh wow. Oh wow. Part of their fall. Oh. Yeah, like I said, I hadn't even heard of it. Mm-mm. I wonder if they're gonna make season 2 of The Watchmen with Regina King in it, because I liked The Watchmen. I wonder if they're gonna have another season of it. I hope they do, because I liked it. I liked that one. Uh. Oh, have anybody seen that kind of docudrama from Colin Kaepernick? Have you seen that, Cloud? It's called Colin Kaepernick in black and white. I love that show too, Cobra. I hope that brings back a second season. Have you seen that, Cloud, or any of y'all? It's called Colin Kaepernick in black and white. I didn't know that he was adopted by these white folks, and the way that they kind of you know discounted how he felt about racism. It was you ought to watch it, Cloud. It's very interesting. I liked it. It's very interesting. Uh uh. I liked it. She said yes, and I didn't like it. His parents got on my nerves. I was like, wow, wow. They had a problem with the. I mean, it's just so petty having a problem with somebody's child. Oof. It was a mess. One thing I thought funny in the docu series Cobra was every time Colin go around some black people and they give him something to eat. Child, he was eating that food up, and then they'll show him eating the good black folks food which he had never had before, and then showing his mama, his adopted mama that couldn't cook at all, and him putting all the ketchup on it and stuff. I said, "Oh my God." Child, the Crystal episode pissed you off. The Crystal episode. Oh, with the little his little black girlfriend. Did you see the way she threw their little prime picture or the winter form, whatever picture that was? She threw it in a drawer, and then when he went to the whatever he went to with that little white girl, she put it on the mantle. I was like, wow, wow. I was like, honey. That pissed me off too. I was like, child. But really for me, when I seen all that, that was kind of like a glimpse into how some biracial people are raised. It was kind of like a glimpse into it for me. And so yeah. And I mean, I don't even know if people got that. The reason why, even though it would appear that he was better in baseball than he was football, I think the baseball, the way they treated him in baseball, really turned him out from that sport. And that's why he wanted to play football the way that he did, because baseball, it really turned him off. Like you said, he felt like an outsider. And so I'm thinking that's why he did not want to get a baseball scholarship, even though clearly they thought he was a better baseball player. He just was not wanting to do it because of the way that they treated him. That's what I got out of all of that. Uh-huh. I didn't like the phone conversation with the friends. The phone conversation with the friends. Hmm. But as far as them sports go, that's the reason, in my opinion, that's the reason why he wouldn't take the baseball scholarship, because of the way that he was treated. And so yeah. And so yeah. But it really kind of shows why he is the way that he is as far as an advocate in all of this. The incident with the police is a yes, right? Because his daddy had been going down that same way, driving that same route when he was going to those games on the weekend. And the one day that Colin get to drive, he gets stopped by the police and he wasn't even doing nothing. And the way the family downplayed it, the whole incident, it was very upsetting. So yeah, about Crystal and his mom. About Crystal and his mom was, yeah, it was ear hustling. Yeah, he went in the room and gave her the phone and told her to say hi. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got you. Yeah. It was a trip. I was like, wow. I really felt sorry for that little boy. The young Colin. You know what I mean? I was like, wow, wow, child. That's unfortunate because baseball's union is better than the NFL's union. And evidently, like I said, Cloud, via the documentary, he was better at baseball than he was football. But like I said, it turned the racism. It said it made him feel like an outsider, and it really turned him off. And I think that's the reason why he refused to go on any further with the baseball, because how they treated him. You know, I really feel that way. And so yeah, when they come to find out, they ended up not treating him no better at football either. But that boy, how he was so young when all of that was going on with him in baseball. You really got to look at it, Cloud, and you'll understand what I'm saying. But that really turned him out from baseball. The way the racism, the way that he was treated, that really, really did something to his psyche. And so that's why he didn't want to play baseball. It really did something to his psyche, the way they treated him. And so yeah, that was crazy. That really that I think that really opened his eyes about a lot of things. And so yeah, it was pretty sad though. I felt bad for the young Colin Kaepernick. You know what I mean? You gonna check it out. You should, Cloud. You won't be disappointed. You will not be disappointed. I told my nephew to watch it. I hope he did. And when it first come on, I mean, shoot, it even made me feel away when it first come on, because y'all know I tell y'all my nephew, he real good at baseball. I mean, he real good at football. You know what I mean? And they've been looking at him since he was in the sixth grade. And um, but when they came on, when the show first come on, it talked about how they size up the football players and stuff like that. And it says the way that they do them, the reason why they do them like it is to establish a position of dominance. Like making, it might be the wrong word, but making it seem like the players are less than the coaches and the owners and all of this and all that. And that's why they take them through all that grueling stuff when they first try to get in the NFL. I was like, that was real eye opening to me. And I was like, wow. I did too. The incidents at the hotel was sad. Yeah, it's real sad. Yeah, the way that lady did him about the ice cream, that's real petty stuff. Kept side eyeing him to see if he was gonna pick up an apple or not. The whole thing was just disgusting. I think his adopted parents wanted him. What? Yeah, they did want a white baby at first. Did you hear when he said at one part of The show he got on there, he said, I have never been picked first for anything. And even the parents that adopted him didn't pick him first. It's just that they couldn't get that white baby that they was trying to adopt. And the woman said there's another option, and that's how they got Colin. And it broke my heart when he says I've never been picked first for anything. I was like, wow, wow. I was like, wow. He was real honest about, you know, how he felt about his upbringing and stuff. And so yeah, I think he loved them people, and he showed that too, but he also showed how he felt let down by them. You know what I mean? And so I was like, wow, it was really very sad, in my opinion. So yeah, yeah, you could see the hurt in his eyes, couldn't you, Claude? I hope you really watched it. I'm like, I really felt bad for the young Colin Kaepernick. I felt bad for him. He said, I've never been chosen first for anything. That broke my heart. Said you could see the hurt. Yeah, yeah. Well, I just read that, but yeah, you really could. I was like, wow, that was deep. Out of that whole docu series, that was wow. You know, I would hate to make any young person in my family feel like they weren't first choice. I was like, wow. Really says a lot about him though. How he moved, the way that he moved and stuff. And so yeah, it was crazy. But you never really know what somebody be going through. That's what it showed me. And so, but anyway, y'all, let me get my butt out here. I ain't got nothing else to say. But if y'all haven't checked out that Colin Kaepernick in black and white, y'all go check it out. You be like, wow, I didn't know he went through all of that. But yeah, yep, it's pretty crazy. I hope you check it out, Cloud, for sure. You'll like it. Uh huh. Anyway, I gotta go. You guys have a good night. Honey, thank y'all so much for hanging in there with me. I done talked myself sleepy now, child. Whew. I'm glad I came on though. But anyway, I hope y'all liked the conversation. We started out with one thing, ended up talking about something else. You have a beautiful night too, Cobra. I'm gonna have to lay it down in a few minutes, child. Like I said, I done talked myself sleepy. Good. I need to, for real. It's almost 12 o'clock. I don't know what I was thinking about. But anyway, like I said, thank you guys so much for joining me. Thank you, Sheba. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Cobra. Thank you guys so much for being interactive. I hope y'all liked the content about the daddy girl or whatever. I kept my word. I looked at it, but that is not my thing. Okay. Oh no. I'm not falling down that rabbit hole. That's just ugh. I don't know. Yeah. Klaus said Kaepernick went to the University of Nevada because it was the only school that would let him play quarterback. Yeah, you're right, Klaus. It showed it in a docu series. Yeah. Yeah, and it went down to the way he had turned down so many colleges, big name colleges and everything that wanted him to play baseball. He would not sign with them under a baseball scholarship. And at the very last minute, Nevada asked him to play, asked him to play quarterback for them. And so yeah, he showed that in a docu series. Oh, thank you for coming on the live this late at night, Crafts and House. It ain't no B-sector drama, but still, you know what I mean. It's something to talk about, and I told folks that was on the live the other day that I was gonna take a look at that daddy's girl thing. I didn't realize it was gonna be as gross as it was, but yeah, that's not my world, and so y'all would not, like I said, be falling down that rabbit hole. I do not feel sorry for those grown women, especially the one with kids. Thank you, Cobra. How dare they? Uh, Child, it ain't that much loneliness or a sense of wanting to belong to something in the world for somebody like me. So I am not with it. Okay, I'm not. I don't even see how they with it. But to each his own, child. Like I said, this metaverse that Zuckerberg and all them created. is horrible. It's just horrible. People literally don't have their own minds no more. And it also seems like a whole lot of people is either afraid to go out and actually meet people in person, or they uh I don't know exactly what's going on where you don't want to actually get up off your butt and go meet somebody in person. Makes an actual connection with somebody. You'd rather do it online. I'll listen, all that. Of course, you're gonna be let down because you can be whatever you want to be online, and then you finally meet this person, you're gonna feel let down. Well, it's no wonder. Duh. You know, it's crazy. But anyway, whew, you guys have a nice day tomorrow. Uh, for all of you that are cooling off, like me, stay warm. We still under a global pandemic. Y'all be safe. Keep your mask on. Wash your hands or wear your gloves, whatever you got to do. I heard today that they have started vaccinating the children between 5 and 11 and 12, and we're gonna see how that play out. It's a lot going on, but y'all be safe out there. And I'm gonna talk to you guys later. Please hit the like button if you haven't already. Going out the door. Thank you for coming into the door. Thank you for being so interactive. Thank you for listening this late at night. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys so much. Like button, subscribe button, share button, hit all of that. Okay, and I'm gonna talk to you guys later. Bye bye. Peace.